Episode 10 titled Chrono Chaos, written as a fan-made script. A T1-int Smith house living room day. The camera pans across the messy living room. Empty pizza boxes, soda cans, and Rick's strange glowing gadgets litter the floor. Morty is on the couch, nervously flipping through his math homework. The TV blares in the background, showing a cheesy interdimensional soap opera. TV announcer. And next on Love at First Wormhole, can true love survive a paradox? Morty groans. Rick suddenly bursts through the garage door carrying a glowing humming device shaped like a cracked hourglass with wires sprouting out. Rick, Morty, forget about that quadratic garbage. We've got a real math problem to solve, one that involves time itself. Morty. Aw, geez, Rick. Every time you say time itself, we end up like erased from existence or chased by time cops, or Rick. Oh, stop whining, Morty. This is different. This is chronon juice. Do you know what that means, Morty? Like juice but for clocks? No, you little idiot. Chronon particles, tiny fragments of time flow. They're rarer than sober thoughts in my head, and I just harvested some from the temporal rift near Proxima Centauri. Rick sets the glowing device on the coffee table. It pulses like a beating heart. Morty, leaning back. Ah, Rick! Is it supposed to be leaking like that? Rick, yeah, that's just the time bleed. Totally normal. Well, mostly normal. Look, Morty, long story short, if we stabilize this chronon core, we could manipulate time however we want. Pause it, loop it, even redo mistakes. Rick's voice softens briefly, almost nostalgic, but he shakes it off and burps. Morty, redo mistakes? Wait, so like if I flunk a test, I could just rewind and take it again? Rick, exactly, Morty. Think about it. You could stop embarrassing yourself with your pathetic hormone-driven decisions. Hell, maybe even ask Jessica out without sounding like a stammering toad. Morty's eyes widen with possibility, but he quickly shakes his head. Morty, I don't know, Rick. Messing with time always gets weird. Remember the time with the Rick cutting him off? Morty! Every great scientific breakthrough starts with messing with stuff. Rick slams the device. Suddenly, the room distorts. The TV characters freeze mid-scene, a soda can hangs in midair, and Morty feels his hand vibrating in reverse. Morty! Rick slaps the device, and everything snaps back. Morty gasps, laughing hysterically. Ha! See, Morty? Totally fine. Just a hiccup. Summer enters, scrolling on her phone, completely oblivious. You guys better not blow up the house again. Mom's still mad about the last one. Rick? Relax, Summer. We're only bending the fundamental laws of reality. Summer. Oh, cool. Just that. She leaves without looking up. Morty clutches his chest, still shaken. Rick, what if? What if this thing breaks? Then we'll be in a time loop, or duplicated, or erased, or hunted by interdimensional auditors. Look, Morty, science isn't about being safe. It's about kicking nature in the groin until it gives you what you want. Rick grabs Morty's arm and yanks him toward the garage. Int, Rick's garage, continuous. The garage is cluttered with gadgets, tubes, and sparks of unstable energy. Rick straps the device into a makeshift machine covered in wires. Morty looks terrified. Rick, are you sure you even know what you're doing? Rick, Morty, I've been alive long enough to ruin 3 different timelines, cheat death 47 times, and invent a toaster that butters itself. Of course I don't know what I'm doing. But that's the fun part. Rick flips a switch. The machine roars to life, lights flashing. Suddenly, a clock-shaped portal tears open in the middle of the garage, swirling with glowing gears and numbers. Morty, oh geez. Rick, that doesn't look safe. Rick, that's because it's not safe, Morty. It's time travel. Safety is for people who die boring deaths. Rick tosses Morty a glowing wristband. Put this on. It'll anchor you so you don't dissolve into a probability puddle. Morty fumbles with it, nearly dropping it. The portal pulses violently. Out of it, a distorted figure emerges. It looks like a humanoid silhouette made of broken clock hands and spinning dials, whispering in reversed voices. Rick, what is that? That, Morty, is a Chrono-Wraith, Time's little immune system, and it looks pissed. The Wraith screeches, its voice layered like overlapping radio stations. Rick whips out a glowing gun that shoots streams of green energy. Rick, Morty, whatever you do, don't blink out of sync. Chaos erupts. The Wraith lunges, Morty dodges, and Rick blasts wildly. The garage warps, objects fly forward and backward in time. Morty sees multiple versions of himself screaming and clocks melt like liquid. Morty! I knew this was a bad idea, Rick! Rick, shut up and shoot it! I don't have a gun! Rick throws him a gadget. Then use the temporal disruptor. Aim for its clock face, Morty. Morty shakily fires. A pulse of blue energy hits the Wraith, making it shriek and split into fragments, but the fragments reform, angrier than ever. Morty, it's not working, Rick. Rick, of course it's not, Morty. If it worked on the first try, it wouldn't be science. The Wraith screeches louder, and suddenly, boom! The entire garage is engulfed in white light. The screen cuts to black. Buddy, that's Act 1. 1.8K words condensed here. Shall I continue immediately with Act 2, where Rick and Morty are thrown into fractured timelines and meet alternate versions of themselves?